Hi everybody, it's Paul McIntosh with Roy LePage Signature, and I am here today with Sandra Barnes from Dominion Lending Edge Financial. Sandra is here to hopefully help us answer a few questions around the new mortgage regulations and just to clear up mortgage questions in general. How are you today, Sandra?
I'm great, thanks Paul.
Thanks for joining us. So I guess we'll start it off. The number one question a lot of people ask me is, how are mortgages calculated and how do they differ from a broker like yourself to a bank?
Okay, well that's a really good question. And nowadays, with the new stress test involved, there are some different changes, and it does depend on your down payment and your interest rate, because amortization comes into play and interest rates may differ from one lender to another. And as a mortgage broker, we have the banks that we can use, and we also have some AAA lenders, and we have some B lenders and some private lenders and credit unions. And all of them have a little bit different qualifications. And it's really good to know that if you don't qualify at a bank or with the AAA lenders, that we do have some other solutions for you.
Okay, so you guys have a lot more options to put people into.
Exactly.
Perfect, thanks. Okay, so over the last year and a half, we've also had a significant number of mortgage changes. Can you just quickly high-level walk us through what those changes are and what impacts you've seen?
Yeah, that's really important. And one of the major changes happened November 2016. And that was when people with less than 20% down now had to qualify with a stress test and with a 25-year amortization, not a 30-year amortization. So that was one of our major changes. And then this January, we had another change where everyone who buys a home with 20% or more down must also go through a stress test. Now they're still allowed to have a 30-year amortization, but it's their contract rate plus 2% for the qualifying.
Okay, perfect. And obviously added into a couple mortgage increases at the same time.
That's true.
Okay. So with this new regulation, obviously it's still very fresh. So what impacts have you seen from the January change in the market today?
Well, to tell you the truth, Paul, that's a really interesting question, because there's been a lot in the media about how it's going to negatively impact the marketplace. But to be quite honest with you, that's not really what I've seen. And a lot of the clients that we have, even before these new changes came in, is that they did not want to be approved for as much as we could approve them for. Because in the end, they have to look at what their net pay is,
right,
what the monthly mortgage payment will be, and all the other costs associated. So really there's not too much change at all for where the clients want to buy.
Okay, that's fantastic. So based on all of that and based on everything, so for anyone that's looking to purchase a new home now or potentially even refinance their mortgage, what are the important things that they need to know?
Well, I think most importantly is that you go and you speak to a professional and someone that you trust, and walk through your current situation and let them do a comparison in the market for you.
Okay, so just be prepared and make sure you do your homework.
That's right, exactly.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you very much. I hope you guys found that insightful, and I hope that helped clear up some questions. If you do have any more questions, don't hesitate to reach out to Sandra Barnes. She'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk with you soon.